Well, it's only a couple of days away now. The Walt Disney World Skyliner is set to begin operations on September 29th. And I, for one, can't wait. Although a trip between Pop Century and EPCOT will require at least one transfer, at the main Caribbean beach station, the system would really help Disney's overburdened bus system. Especially from Pop Century, where Disney has employed the use of bendy buses, one of the few resorts to do so. Now, you and I have been watching the progress of the Skyliner for quite some time. Back in 2017 we started, and we discussed a special loading area for guests and wheelchairs, and even Reedy Creek Fire's request for additional manpower. But now the gondolas have all been uncovered and wrapped in Disney carriers, and they're moving along the line on a daily basis. Training for operators continues. I mean, it's a little more complicated than Doppelmayer's usual setup. And make no mistake, safety is extremely important. Pop Century Station has looked complete for quite a while now. The same goes for the Boardwalk Turn Station, it looks complete. And the same for the EPCOT Station. And at this time it looks like all the gondolas have pretty much been hung. They have almost all the character wraps on with classic characters like Goofy and Pete, movie stars like Dopey and Mrs. Potts, and some newcomers from Moana and Frozen. Big names from Coco and The Princess and the Frog. Live action heroes like Groot and Rocket, and of course, these characters, whoever they are. And the system's quiet, too. It didn't even seem to bother the ducks that were floating around on the Hourglass Lake. But the occasional bang may bug you if it's right over your moderate resort room. Construction on Riviera Beach station is complete, up to putting the names on the end of the building. And quite frankly, if you're considering buying into DVC or becoming the Skyliner's #1 fan, might I suggest Riviera Beach Resort? They have a completely covered walkway all the way over to the station. By the way, Disney's already started a line of Skyliner merchandise with cool merch like this shown in Attractions magazine. I'm definitely going to have to buy me one of those new Chip and Dale mugs. Can it be long before Disney introduces an HO scale version to go with their highly successful monorail models? I mean, I had 3 myself, and before you start in the comments, 2 of them were gifts, including my Disneyland model, and the other one I bought at a yard sale for $5. Now, Jagerndorfer already makes an HO scale model of the Doppelmayr gondola system with those highly recognizable stations and gondolas. And in true Disney tradition, the price is outrageously high. The starter pack with 5 cars and 1 tower is $379. But don't worry, you can expand your set with an additional pair of towers because they only cost $120. I'm surprised they don't already have a Disney-wrapped version of their expansion pack gondolas. I'll assume they'll be more expensive than the $25 that Jagerndorfer's standard cars run for. But I gotta admit, along with my Bachmann HO version of Walt's Carolwood Pacific Railroad, this would really make for a sweet layout. Now, in our video about the Reedy Creek Fire's manning issue, we reported that in addition to specialized training, the Reedy Creek Improvement District advised they had purchased 2 additional aerial trucks, one from a fire apparatus manufacturer, E1, and, while thinking outside the box, like they did adapting a scissor lift truck for monorail rescue, they've gone with Bronto Skylift, a utility truck with a 173-foot reach. Not sure why they didn't go with the Bronto 250. I mean, that might have been overkill, but how cool would it have been to see this thing responding down the street? Anyway, the folks over at the Board Cube also stated that they purchased a barge. Now, what I want to know is this it? I mean, right now it's being used by construction crews, but it sure seems to be purpose-built with plenty of room for a scissor lift there on the front. So for my firefighter friends over at Reedy Creek, please let me know in the comments below. And also for my firefighter friends, if this is it, are 2 150 horsepower Mercury motors enough to put this baby up on a plane? I mean, New Orleans has 2 350 horsepower engines on the back of that tiny little boat. But hey, way off target, the Skyliner starts operations Sunday the 29th, rain or shine. Speaking of rain or shine, I want to put one of these videos out every Friday. And if you'd like to help, I've started a Patreon page, and you can go over there and sign up at your leisure. You really can make a difference when it comes to making these videos. Emmy and I are still working on that whole hide-and-go-seek thing. So, she'll check your comments as soon as I find her. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and you'll give it a big thumbs up. And remember, it's gotta be big so I can see it from the Skyliner. Now, if you want to come back and see us again, we try to put out new videos every single Friday. But you might choose to subscribe, and you can do that just by clicking on that little red subscribe button down at the bottom there. I mean, it's free after all, but remember, if you do subscribe, don't forget to click on that bell icon. That way you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.